The gym, was there any conversation around that at all?
Nah, even if it was, I don't even speak on, what other people got going on, I would.
During the week, Shaker Stevenson had an impressive audience watching him spar Eddie Hearn, Terence Crawford, and Floyd Mayweather. However, what he didn't expect was an argument breaking out between Mayweather and Crawford after the session. The two boxing legends were ringside as Stevenson put in work ahead of his upcoming fight on February 22nd against Floyd Schofield. Speaking to Fight Hype, Stevenson reflected on the star-studded gathering. "Man, I don't even know how they all ended up in the gym. I feel like I need an extra check for that. I'm always setting up these plays, but I don't always get the credit I deserve. Still, I put together a nice little moment and got everybody to pull up. I appreciate them for showing up and supporting me. I just try to take in all the knowledge and advice they give and soak it all in." Mayweather had previously attempted to sign Stevenson, but ultimately lost out to another promoter.
22nd against Floyd Schofield.
While Eddie Hearn and Floyd Mayweather were able to put their rivalry aside to joke and talk, things took a different turn between Mayweather and Terence Crawford. What started as a friendly exchange in the gym quickly escalated into a heated argument after Crawford confidently stated that he had no doubt he would defeat Mayweather. As for Stevenson, this year is shaping up to be a big one, but next month, he'll need to deliver an impressive performance. Meanwhile, the tension between Crawford and Mayweather added an unexpected twist to an already eventful gathering.
Hold me back.
While Hearn and Floyd Mayweather were all to put their rivalry aside to joke and discuss with one another.
What initially brought them together was a shared interest in Shaker Stevenson's training methods. Many people don't realize just how intensely Stevenson trains, but Hearn provided a glimpse into his relentless mindset. Going without rest breaks and even sacrificing sleep is often part of a world champion boxer's lifestyle, something top fighters will tell you is just part of the grind.
Like in the gym that day?
Nah, it just was talking about like my boxing. It wasn't nothing about no Kid Austin or the fight that I got coming up. It was more so just watching.
Knowing when to fight, train, and rest is crucial for any boxer, and Eddie Hearn shared his thoughts with IFL on what he witnessed from Shaker Stevenson in the gym this week. "What I love about being in environments like that is seeing the passion for the sport," Hearn said. "Last night, Terence was watching Shaker spar. He did 14 4-minute rounds with just 30-second breaks. Terence and Floyd watched the entire session before heading over to another ring to watch Ray Ford spar." Hearn noted how both Mayweather and Crawford have a deep love for boxing. Floyd loves the sport. Terence is passionate about it too. He enjoys watching young fighters, giving advice, and seeing people from his community come up. It was pretty cool to witness. 14-minute rounds with minimal rest is no joke, and whoever was on the receiving end of Stevenson's sparring definitely felt the intensity. Despite suffering a severely busted hand last year, so bad it landed him in the hospital, Stevenson is back and ready for a massive year. He returns to the ring next month, fighting on what is set to be one of the best boxing cards in history on February 22nd.
Yeah, what was, so I mean, look, it ain't the first time you've been around Floyd. It ain't the first time you've been around any of those guys. But, that day, especially with you having this fight, and, a lot of people saying that maybe Kid Austin isn't ready for you. What kind of talk, what was the conversation like in the gym that day?
Nah, it just was talking about like my boxing. It wasn't nothing about no Kid Austin.
However, Crawford confidently claimed that if he had ever faced Floyd Mayweather during his prime, he would have won. The switch-hitting star from Omaha, Nebraska is a 4-weight world champion with an impressive 31 stoppages to his name. Most recently, he secured the WBA world title in the super welterweight division with a decision win over Israel Madrio, marking the 4th weight class in which he has captured a championship. Crawford has also achieved undisputed status in 2 divisions, one of only 3 men to do so in the 4-belt era. As he continues to cement his legacy as one of the greatest of his generation, fans are debating how he stacks up against boxing's all-time legends. One particularly intriguing fantasy matchup? Crawford versus the last dominant American champion, Floyd Mayweather.
Hold up. So if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh shit, okay, I'm just
Floyd Money Mayweather famously retired undefeated in 2017, cementing his legacy as one of the most lucrative and dominant stars in boxing history. A defensive master, he defeated legends like Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Shane Mosley, and Oscar De La Hoya. But if he had ever faced Terence Crawford, would Crawford have made that list? When asked on the $1 million worth of Game podcast how he would fare against Mayweather, Crawford didn't hesitate to back himself. Asteriskingly versus anybody, he said confidently. His trainer, Brian Bomack Messentire, shares the same belief, though he admits his opinion comes with some bias. For one, Crawford is like my son, so I'm always going to ride with him. But also, Terence has that dog in him. He didn't get to where he is overnight. It took years and years of hard work.
Terence didn't mention the fight, didn't say anything. You didn't talk to him about it. Floyd, not a peep.
Not a word.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
If you put Terence Bud Crawford in the ring with Floyd Mayweather at their respective primes, there's no doubt Mayweather would be the smarter fighter. However, Crawford's trainer, Brian Bomack Messentire, believes Bud would have more dog in him. Whether Crawford could break through Mayweather's legendary defense is a debate that will never have a definitive answer. A more realistic matchup for Crawford right now, however, is against Canelo Alvarez. With Mayweather and Canelo set to face off again in September, Shaker Stevenson has made his stance clear. He believes Crawford would not only beat Canelo but make it look easy. The WBC lightweight champion, Stevenson, has long claimed that Crawford has what it takes to defeat Alvarez, and he stands by that prediction today.
before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody. I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on.
Terence Crawford, the WBA champion at 154 Ulbs, has vowed to put on 14 pounds to compete in what could be the biggest payday of his career. The highly anticipated showdown against Canelo Alvarez has the boxing world buzzing, and Shaker Stevenson is confident in his prediction. When asked if he believes Crawford will win, Stevenson didn't hesitate. I've been saying this for years now. I was probably the first one saying it, even before Terence himself. I always thought Crawford's style against Canelo would be a problem. I think he beats Canelo. Stevenson told Talksport Boxing While Stevenson makes it sound like Crawford will stand toe-to-toe and trade blows with Canelo in September, that scenario seems unlikely. Given Crawford's technical approach and ability to outmaneuver powerful punchers, a more strategic game plan would likely be in play. Crawford typically relies on movement, using his jab effectively and leaping in to land shots before quickly repositioning himself.